Good morning, everybody. Welcome back to BVTV. We are here at the lovely Moama Bowling Club for Champion of State Pennant, the weekend version of. We're into round 4 action, so that's the morning of day 2, rounds 4 and 5 on today. Before the final later on this afternoon, we're bringing you the match of Shep Golf representing Goulburn Murray up against Traralgon from the Strzelecki region. Roll-ups just concluded, just waiting on a couple of stragglers out on the back green before we get the match underway here at the beautiful Moama Bowling Club. Players wait in anticipation for the siren. Relatively strong combinations, both of these outfits. Traralgon 3-0 after the first 3 rounds yesterday. Shep Golf have had 1 blemish, but 2 wins and a loss. Promises to be a high-quality affair. The Shep Golf lineup: Stevie Shannon leading, Alan Dove second, Brett Rona third, and Ant Flapper rounds out the Shep Golf rink. Their opponents today from Traralgon: Michael Morgan will lead, Shane Chapman second, Wayne Lynch third, and Matt Ferrari will skipper the Traralgon rink. Moments away from a kick-off here. So get a big smile from the lovely Cass Millerick. She's ready to play for Moama. They're over on 1 green over. Picture perfect conditions here this morning. We're under the cover. Outside's beautiful sunshine. And there's a real buzz in the air. Players all quite excited this morning. Even those who may not have had a good day yesterday, all still will enjoy their time here at the Champion of State Pennant. And there goes the siren, and we are underway here for round 4 action, the Champion of State Pennant for 2025. This is Traralgon lead on the mat. Michael Morgan. First jack roll, the mat's up about 3 yards. The jack will get pretty close to the tee, about 2 yards in. It's a reasonable length, straightened by Matty Ferrari, the skipper. And we are underway. Traralgon can cement their spot on the top of the leaderboard with a win here. Shep Golf, well, they can tie things up and get both teams back to 3 and 1. 45 end matches, so 3 rinks of 15 ends. 2.5 hour time limit here this morning on BVTV. Thanks to the generous support of Moama Bowling Club and the Dandenong Club will help us bring you the vision today. Not a bad start from Michael Morgan. This is Stevie Shannon on the mat. State over 60s representative. Fresh out of the makeup booth, and joining me in commentary, Troy Stiffy Staff, Cartman Troy Troy Boy Stafford. Morning to you.
Morning, Tone. How are we?
Yeah, very well, very well. This shaping up to be an absolute belter of a match.
Sure is.
There's a decent amount of class among both teams.
Traralgon had a fantastic day yesterday.
Yeah, they did. Diamonds McElwain was on the stream drink.
They got it. They sort of escaped one in the opening round. They had a massive lead against Wodonga, and then
it was 23-3 at one stage. They
were
on fire,
and all of a sudden they pegged it back, and it was level last end, and they got over the line, and then they started poorly as well in the second. Well, not as well, but they started poorly in the third game on our stream last night. Up against Yarraville Footscray, but pegged that back extremely well and see themselves topping the section at the moment.
They do. This is Shane Chapman on the mat. He's playing second for the Traralgon combination. There's a little mental warning to Ant Flapper. Stood in front of the camera on end 1.
Yes.
Dead ends are replayed here at Champion of State Pennant, unless, of course, the time limit has expired, and then we flip to the respot rule. This is Alan Dove.
Been around a long time, Dovey.
He certainly has. He's just overcooked this one slightly, but there's not much he hasn't won.
Ex-Yarraville Footscray for a very long time. moved up to Shepparton and nestled himself quite nicely in Shep Golf's side.
Yeah, he's won a couple of Australian Open titles. A host of others along the way.
At least one state title. One of pairs with Wayne Roberts.
Yep. Let's see what his correction's like here. Touch heavy with his first.
Looks a bit under the line.
I'll find some contact into Stevie Shannon. So Wayne Lynch now making his way down to the mat for the Traralgon outfit. Other matches in this rink, Diamonds McElwain up against Chris Ferguson. And James Scallon up against Brad Orr. Keep you updated with all the progress for those two rinks. And of course, every other game that's on here at the Champ Estate Pennant. A bad track for Wayne Lynch.
Pretty fair starter.
Yes, please.
Yeah, touch up. Morning to you, Will McElwain.
The better McElwain.
Yes, watching from Northern Territory. Half your luck. Of course, Swanee is our paddler, president of Moama, and nothing he can't do.
No, this is true. So we've got Josh Cartwright watching on Facebook saying go the Golfers. And Ellie Barnes is watching saying let's go Traralgon. Jeff Tiley wishing us all a good morning. Well, same to you, Jeff. We'll keep you entertained throughout today. We've got rounds 4 and round 5 and then the final here on BVTV. Another good pill here.
Love to tuck
Wayne
this
Lynch.
in, or at least cover the jack. Well, he's covered the jack. That's very good.
Hasn't widened the target either.
No. It's improved it.
Here's Brent Ryan up. What can he do?
Well, it's going to change something. Not a lot, but
Not
it'll
a lot.
change something.
Yeah, you were correct. It did change something. Bit of support for the Golfers coming through.
Yeah, and the Lyrebirds.
Oh, Jennifer's watching from Sejuna. Nice part of the world out there. Pretty much the end of the line before you've got a long stretch to get to Perth.
Yeah, I can't say I've been to Sejuna.
Reece Taylor territory, former South Australian. I don't know if he ever played state bowls, but he must have been close.
Don't know the name.
It's about my only fun fact that I know about
So his dad's just tuned in, Bill Taylor.
Well,
saying,
there you
come
go.
on, Golfers.
From Shepparton, something's wrong with your mouth. Not a bad roll here from Matty Ferrari.
If it had turtled, it would have been even better.
Does it get in the count anyway?
I think so. You seem to be eagle eye with this.
Well,
What have you decided?
yes,
Saying
I'm going to say yes.
So 5.
1, 2, 3, 4.
It was 4 before that bowl. Swanee's he's taking his time, so it's got to be 5. 5, yeah. I don't know what he's going to do when he gets to 6.
Well, it's going to change in a second because big
Or
ball.
is it?
Oh,
No,
takes out
it's
the
not.
Stevie Shannon bowl. Did change, just not that bit. Little change. He gives it a real roost.
He certainly does.
Flap up.
And he's super quick on the mat.
He is. So Josh, who's producing the show, going to have to be on his game today. There's no time at all when Ant Flapper gets on the mat. He'll have to have the fastest fingers in the north.
Yeah, the north.
Yeah, well, you're welcome. I thought about that.
Well done. You're on song this morning.
Back to Matty Ferrari.
You got a good sleep?
I did have a good sleep. I was home by 8 o'clock.
You were.
Me smart.
Doesn't want to add any target here.
Yeah, I actually don't mind this.
Yeah, I don't think he's going to add a target. That's good. That changes some angles still. He's going to blast, though. That's a half a D.
I'm not sure where 6 comes in. Like the far blue one, obviously, but I would have thought 5's in front of that for the opposition. But anyway, we'll find out. Or will we? Ant Flapper.
He'll
We'll probably
even
roost again,
same bowl will destroy this.
Yeah, well, he's moved the Steve Shannon bowl out of the way.
Something's
Bounces
going.
it down there. There's
Well,
action
that gets
aplenty.
rid of most things.
And is it 1 or is it 2? 1 it is.
Yeah, that's
So
a big
from
save.
a good 5 down to 1 down is a win in my book.
100%. That's the same as going from 1 down to 4 up.
This is
from
correct.
6 down, or if we assume, if we back Swanee, then there was 6. If we back you, it was 5.
No,
So-
I wasn't arguing with the great mayor of Moama, Wayne Swanee Wallage, but
You just didn't believe it.
John Swanee Wallage. I was calling him Wayne. What I would love to see is both those drives. I reckon they were dead set on the exact same line. Doesn't miss too many.
No,
Flapper with the
no,
drive.
no, they were bang on. The first one was unlucky, really.
Well, he cleared out the bowl of Steve Shannon. Gave himself an easy path for the second one. Too easy. Bill
So-
Taylor from Euroa,
Euroa.
not Reese's old man.
Oh, sorry, Bill.
Morning, Shane. Hope you're well, mate. And Wayne Lynch is just treading a fine line there. Deep in conversation.
See if we can wave at him. Oh, he's moved off the line now. Great opener from Michael.
Yeah, Stevie Shannon not to be outdone, just puts one in behind. Good
Such
leads
a
battle.
Solid leader is known as Scar.
Yeah, that is
Such
true.
a solid leader.
Leads in the
Just-
state over 60s team.
He's a specialist leader.
Yeah, nothing wrong with that. Set
not
up
a-
the game.
Not a lot of them around.
Tony
Morning.
Chevello's another one that comes to mind.
Yes. Morning to you, Aby.
That's not
And-
to say they can't play other positions, but
Up until state champs week, I would have said Claire Sanders,
yeah,
but she played 2 in a couple of the triples and fours teams.
yeah, she did. I've got to say I prefer it lead.
Scar's
She's
close
been
here.
Picked to play for Australia at the Leeds position. Absolute gun.
good
It's
shots.
Claire Sanders.
That's 4 good leaders bowls there.
It is. We like it. Good
Absolutely.
standard early.
Yeah.
N2. Good start over on rink 4.
Yeah, you just beat me to that. I just saw it in a 4 to
James Scullen.
we're on the
Chris Ferguson has picked up a couple for Goulburn Murray, so 5-2 early days. Yeah, nice shot from Shane Chapman. It's just a little bit of breeze under the dome here at Moama Bowling Club.
Yeah, just as you said that, I rolled my sleeves back down because it was a little fresh. And
Yeah.
if we look out to the grass greens, you can see the 2 Moama flags going, because the grass greens
Fully
are playing,
erect.
well, the rest of the greens are playing the other way. They're going down the green, and here, if the wind is coming in here, which is not a lot, it'll be more affected out there. It's across the green.
Yep.
From commentary across. So as they're playing, if the wind was affecting here, this would be the wide hand that Shane Chapman's playing. Backhand for most. Yeah, but forehand for Shane as a lefty.
I like lefties.
You do. I reckon a high percentage, and there's always exceptions to these rules, but a high percentage of left-handers are good bowlers.
You're putting me in the exception category, aren't you?
You put yourself where you see fit.
Are you saying I'm exceptional? Back to action here.
Good
Alan
weight
Duff.
from Dovey.
Just cutting the line, as you say. Good weight, Troy boy. Good Wayne Lynch too. He was very good in the opening end. One toucher and one just in behind, or just in front.
It's a better setup at the moment for Traralgon. They can afford to play positively, turn that Steve Shannon bowl that's sitting at about 4 o'clock, or turn their own up. Ideally, they don't want to turn their own up because it's in a good coverage. Yeah, that'll do it. We might not be far off seeing big weight again.
Brett Reiner can give it a fair roost too. So
yeah, I think they might look to play quick on the backhand.
Bit of signage action getting blown away, so it just gives you an indication of the wind here.
All right, so not quick weight, just arriving forehand, looking to turn that ball at 11 o'clock. Too wide.
Too wide, says Brent Reiner, and waves it off.
It's one thing we noticed yesterday. Most weighted shots, apart from your drives, most weighted shots were missed wide if they missed.
What's Wayne Lynch done here? He's just going to hang a touch wide as well on the other hand. A little bit of turn late. Won't change the count. Brent Reiner looking to tighten things up. Three shots. We'll have Traralgon so far. Skipper's change ends. Good start to Yarraville Footscray up against Birchip. They're up 7-0 after 4 ends.
They need to win their 2 games and rely on Traralgon losing 1.
Yep.
And then it would come down to shots.
Yeah, the mathematics all come into it as we draw towards the end of round matches. Round 4 of 5 at the moment.
Assuming Yarraville continues on
Maybe
that
Ferrari on fire.
That's changed the angles too. Assuming Traralgon continue on this journey and, assuming Yarraville do get hold of Birchip, if Shep Golf was to knock off Strzelecki, that puts 3 teams on 3 wins going into the last round.
Very exciting.
If Traralgon win, then it's still very much open. I think these after this season, we'll just come back here.
Just wide, so no change.
I think it was narrow. It's both that quick.
Yes,
you don't know.
It's hard to tell if it's forehand or
backhand. I think he played it backhand.
Yeah, you could be right. You are right. Not could be. You are.
So yeah, whatever happens here, it's still going to be interesting. If Shep Golf lose, they'll be out of it. But Yarraville would still be alive if they win.
We were talking about this yesterday. Not often do teams go through 5-0.
No,
Champion of state,
apparently, was it Deer Park did it last year?
Yep.
Okay, so he got kind of to the back.
There we go. You see another roost?
Yep. It's under again.
So, Troy Boy, the danger here for Shep Golf is that Ant Flapper's had 4 shots and all of them have been a drive.
You read my mind, because the problem with that is...
Well, I'm reading it again. Stop thinking that. That's disgusting.
You lose your touch on the draw when you... not the greatest driver going around, but I always tried to avoid it early in a game if I could.
Yes, I reckon Ant Flapper won't have that trouble. He's used to doing it.
No, and he's a very good driver. But I found if I drove early, especially in the morning, I never hit him.
Yep.
When I probably didn't hit him in the afternoon, but I was less likely in the morning. And I found it affected my draw a bit.
It's a big start. They were holding a collection of 5 or 6 in the first end. Ant Flapper was good enough to drive it down to 1. Not on this occasion. 5-0, 2 ends gone. And a 3 picked up
Brad Orr.
on the Brad Orr ring. They dropped a 4 on the first end against James Scullen. Picked up a 3 on the second end, so trailing 3-4. Still no change to the scoreboard in the middle rink. It's Chris Ferguson
So
against
5,
Diamonds McElwain.
5-9 after 4. 5, sorry. That's pretty high scoring across the board.
Yeah, it certainly is. We've had a 3, a 4, a 4, and one that was saved from a big number 2. Morning to you, Nan Smith, watching from Finley on Facebook. Lovely to have you watching us on BVTV.
So
This is the Champion Estate Pennant for 2025.
on the skipper's ladder in this section, Matt Ferrari on the top. 3 wins, plus 39.
Yikes.
Anthony Flapper second, 3 wins, plus 22.
Got a couple of good skippers out here then.
And then the only other undefeated rink in this section is Brendan Umbers, 3 wins, plus 20.
Okay. Good player, Brendan Umbers. This is Michael Morgan on the mat. Good first pill. The second one gets a little bit through. Not a bad spot to finish. Just need to come back slightly. Got a bit sticky out there.
Brian just asking on Facebook, why are 2 Premier League teams allowed to play in a Pennant Teams Championships? The only Premier League team up here is Yarraville Footscray, and they represent all the Metro teams. Every other team is a regional representative representing the 11 country regions, and Yarraville Footscray representing Metropolitan. There are some Premier Division players playing in sides. For instance, Anthony Flapper, Brent Rayner, who both play at Essendon.
Diamonds McElwain on the other side.
But some of them permit to country clubs or vice versa. Their home club is Metro and they permit down and play Premier Division. Okay, so Moama is Premier, yeah, but that's
the Bendigo
Campaspe competition.
Yeah. So it covers across the 3 playing areas within that region.
Because I think Ocean Grove's Premier. That's the Premier Division, they call it down there in Geelong, don't they?
They used to. I don't know whether they still do or not. Nice pill here.
Dovey.
Alan Dove showing just what he can do.
They need to sort of get something going. The front end of Traralgon's had their way.
They have so far. And I guess in fairness, Troy Boy, even Murray Mallee now has a quasi-Premier Division.
Yes.
As they straddle a couple of their playing areas to try and even out the competition. The last thing people want in the competition is one club that dominates. So Premier Division's often brought in across regional areas to make sure it's a little bit more of a level competition.
Yes.
How's Alan Dove's memory? It's a little bit of turn on that side, isn't it?
Yeah.
Weight was good. Just a touch narrow, so finds some front traffic. Still got the shot though, Alan Dove, on behalf of the Shep Golf combination. Lee Marnie saying, yeah, they do still call it Premier in Geelong, so you're right, Troy Boy.
Wayne Lynch played this backhand superbly on the first end of this match.
It's not a mile away here too.
He's drawn a beautiful second. Trent looking to get to that Michael Morgan bowl at 4 o'clock or get past. Would have got to it with at the weight he drew to it, but didn't really get past.
It's 4 o'clock. I've got a digital clock.
Oh, that's not 4. What's that? That's 7.
I don't even know anymore.
That's 7. My bad. No, it is 4 o'clock. This one on the right. It's probably
definitely
3,
4.
quarter past 3.
My digital clock.
Oh, you're trying to fool me.
Yeah.
Wayne Lynch played 2 more crackers. He's still down, but
Finishes in a good home though.
he's played 4. Well, he played 2 good bowls down there. He's on.
He's on fire.
Those bowls were white when he started, and now they've got red in them.
Starting to heat up.
Or were they red and they've got a bit of white because he's white hot?
But Rhino just finding a gap.
That's a very good effort, that.
It is. Shep Golf still holding one, courtesy Alan Dove lilac coloured bowl. Is it lilac or is it purple?
I'm going lilac.
Okay.
I wrote lilac down on my sheet of paper.
You would.
Scar, that's a beautiful look at Scar's back. We'll see if we can get him to...
Up there from Shane Chapman, just
Yes.
giving Scar a little reminder. Well, Matty Ferrari just a touch wide here. Bowls do turn a little bit, but at that speed, it's just a touch wide.
He might be slightly quicker than what he was trying to play. He's got to get round that short bowl. Wow. Yarraville Footscray now 16-0.
Good boy.
One rinks 9-0 after 3.
Ant Flapper for his first draw of the match outside of the roll-up.
We're talking about how challenging that is. He'll probably dead draw it. It's a pretty good effort.
Yeah, very good effort.
Might be third.
First and third.
Yeah.
Matty Ferrari wants to come down and have a look.
Yeah, I think before that he was comfortable. He had all, you know, plenty of bowls in the head, and now he's just sort of second guessing it a little bit.
Well, he doesn't have to change too much from his first, does he?
I just
Yeah,
think
it takes a little bit of speed off.
A little less weight. Half the distance he went past, I reckon.
Yeah.
This big board's a little confusing this morning.
Why so?
Well, it was 16-0 to Yarraville, now it's 7-1. It was 10-5 to Traralgon, and now it's 5-all. Might be a few Sunday morning issues. If he's around this, he's very close.
He's just going to find it.
He's only a half a bowl. Half a bowl wider.
Be close, mate. Inside of yours is better.
Ant had good weight with his first. Just going to run into trouble, this one. So they're on the board. Let's see a longer length here, I believe. We'll get some around the grounds. It's early, but we're half an hour into the day.
Beautiful day here too. Moama Bowling Club. Moama's turned on peach of a day.
Sure have. Yarraville lead Birchip 16-3 after 9. Wodonga lead Challumbar Golf 9-8 after 9. City Warrnambool lead Moama 10-6 after 9. Paynesville lead Kyneton 8-7 after 9. And Ocean Grove lead Frankston 6-4 after 8.
A good match between City Warrnambool and Moama. Early lead to City Warrnambool. Moama currently undefeated. Don't sleep on City Warrnambool.
No, I just think Moama's going to have too much firepower.
Well, so far, you're incorrect.
It's a marathon, not a sprint.
Yes, Confucius.
Someone put the jack in the ditch on the far end and they were bending down to measure in the ditch. Shep Golf scored. We'll see how many and add it to the tally. Oh, so they're all Moama and away now.
Yeah.
We've lost all our...
It's the same on the boards at the back, so JT's just gone to see if we can get that rectified.
Our technical advisor.
Yep. Scores on the screen are correct. On BVTV, of course.
That's the main thing.
Yeah. A couple of short bowls for both leads here, though. It's going to just be a little bit annoying on this hand, but Stevie Shen electing to stay with it.
He's under the line.
I just wonder if it might have played on his mind a little bit. Now he's going to block up the other hand as well.
So Braddock now picking up consecutive threes to lead 6-4 there.
He dropped to 4 and then 2 threes. Interesting start to the game.
That's one way to put it. As we see Dave Crackers Keenan running past, doing a pirouette. Reminded me of that ad.
Which ad are you referring to, Trouble?
The guy with the wears the tutu and he does the dive. It's advertising a beer.
Okay.
You don't remember?
No.
I think it's Carlton Draft.
Right.
Call on Me or something's playing. Just how he did the little dive. It just gave me a little memory.
Not much Crackers Keenan can't do. Alan Dove just seeking a bit of direction from his skipper Ant Flapper on which hand to play.
Both are blocked up, aren't they?
Yeah, it wouldn't look too good from the mat end.
No, the backhand's better though, because that bowl that he's nearly going to run in is far closer. If you run into the one up the front, be no good.
W.
It's different for Traralgon because they don't want to run into either of those Shep Golf bowls.
So another single to Chris Ferguson on the rink next door over Diamonds McElwain. They played 3 ends there. It's 3-1 away of Ferguson.
Which squares us up 10-all as Shane Chapman draws the shots. Holding a couple.
A bit loose this end so far, but as you say, Trouble, that's the shot bowl so far.
Morning to you, Brendan. Yeah, your Frankston Dolphins are doing pretty well. They ran Moama to a shot.
They're always a strong combination.
Close to you, Dovey. That's
Spice.
Excellent.
Lovely correction from Alan Dove, the first one.
That's just what he
Went
does.
sailing
He
a bit.
just- When you need someone to put a bowl in the head, call on Dovey.
What's his number?
1-800
1-800 Duffman. Yeah, my spies tell me that Frankston have been here 5 years in a row.
Wow, I knew it was at least 3. 5, that's impressive. I'm going to hazard a guess here.
Yes.
At the team that would have been here the most would be Wodonga.
Yes.
Have to be.
Not even close.
Yeah. They've won.
Chatted to Ash Bates last night. They've won 34 of the last... Sorry, they've made the final 34 of the last 40 years. And they've won 26 titles in that time. Just ridiculous. They had a spell where they won 6 in a row, another spell where they won 5 in a row.
Amazing.
Just madness up there, what Wodonga have done.
Of course, State Pennant wouldn't have been going for all those years, but it'd be going for a fair while. I played in this. Well, no, that's only... How long ago would I have been here? Well, it wasn't here, it was at Barham. Probably 17, 18 years ago. So it's probably been going 25 years, I reckon.
Well, I can tell you exactly, Troy Boy, season 1994-95.
Okay,
Mooney Pond's
30.
the first ever victor.
30. This is the
Champion
31st.
of State Pennant. That's
Who
the
was?
weekend Mooney Ponds. That's the weekend variety.
Mooney Ponds won it the year I was there.
And midweek was 1998-99, where Bendigo Lakes.
I reckon it was 07, 08 I was there and Mooney Ponds won it.
No, you're telling a lie. Clayton won it 07, 08. It might have been 08, 09 Mooney Ponds.
08, 09. That's the one it would have been, 08, 09.
Oh. Hey. So we're just resetting all the scoreboards here at Moama.
Out that tiny bit wide again on that side. Surely they're looking forehand through that gap, but just the way. No, they're looking at backhand. Wayne Lynch is liking the other hand. I like the other hand. No. I always find it's easier if you've got a clear path as opposed to running up through bowls. I know they're their own, but you can actually, on that forehand, you can still get your bowls up. People think you can only turn bowls into the head on the side they're from, but you can actually back cut a bowl and get it into the head.
A little bit more difficult, but
yeah. But the other hand, you've got the open path. See here, he's got to get this absolutely perfect. Okay, it's improved it. It's certainly improved it. It's opened both hands up for him now.
is the shot bowl of Dovey the lone bowl in 4 or 5 now?
Well, I'm trying to think who that one. Yeah, that's Shane Chapman's over to the left of screen. I think it might be at least 4 seconds. Anthony's playing this a little aggressively because he knows he's got to get under bowls. Played it well.
Oh, lovely shot.
If it's not second, it's third, but I think it's second.
I'm going to say it's second.
Yeah, thank you, Swanee. Was, 4 or 5 seconds they had.
So what's the shot now for Matty Ferrari? He's not going to be able to remove 2. Is he still trying to?
Probably same idea, but not probably as much weight as what he would have played if it was only 1 in the head. Because that's Dovey's right at the back.
It is. That was Dovey's opening bowl.
And if he gets the outside of the bowl, it shoots sideways, and that's Brent Rona's there too. So it could be worse if he overplays this. But he does need to give it a chance. No change apart from made the gap bigger.
Well, Bull probably doesn't have to change too much on his first, does he?
No. No. Same. So that Yarraville Footscray game that was 16-0 is now 3-4. Definite problems with the scoreboards there.
They just reset the scoreboard, so they're just loading the scores back in as we speak.
I'd like to see Matt play this with less weight now. Still arriving, but yeah, make use of that bowl there that Wayne Lynch indicated. That's what I like. More like a 4 to 6 feet of weight shot. Played less weight, but he's underline. to the Shep Golf rink. Making this one 5-3 after 4.
And Flapper calling for a little mid-rink powwow with his charges. What do you think he'd be saying, Troy boy?
Well, I'm not sure because they've just nailed that length. So surely they're not changing. Well, they didn't nail the length, I suppose, but they outplayed
They did. There's
their
a lot of
opposition
nodding.
on that length.
There's a few smiles and a giggle as Ant Flapper walked away. What does that mean? Take me into the mind of Ant Flapper.
Oh, my goodness. He's probably been a little facetious with something.
I like it. He's a funny man. He's got a dry sense of humour. Anthony Flapper.
Alana tuning in, barracking for Dad. And Strzelecki Bowls region. We have so much talent in Strzelecki. It's great to see some of it being showcased on the live stream. Well,
This is true.
they're going very, very well. SBR.
SBR.
Strzelecki Bowls region.
I like it. TS.
Thank you, TS.
Now PO.
Trying to think how that could possibly be nice.
Please orate.
I don't even know what that means.
Or talk.
Oh, orate.
Not irate. Orate.
Orate. Narrate.
A little loose one there from Stevie Shannon. I don't think that was in the mid-rink powwow.
Well, he was the one that dropped his couple of bowls short, so...
Yeah, he'll get an opportunity to correct.
Oh, he's just going to skirt it. Oh, he
Well
couldn't have
played,
been any
Michael Morgan.
closer to that. That's as close as he could get, I reckon, unless he'd have to go underneath.
Nearly gave it a little kiss on the way past.
That's one where, if I had been Wayne Morgan, I would have changed hands, but
Yeah,
he
ultimate
didn't
confidence.
need to. Yeah, absolutely.
Stevie Shannon's changed hands now. Not going to be short this time, though. It's going to be pretty good.
Very good.
Lovely correction.
Oh,
Just
just
falls out the wrong
turtled.
way, but gives Michael Morgan something to aim to. Ordinarily, you'd think this is a bit narrow, but I think there's a little
Yeah.
sticky bit there.
we've
It's a lovely bowl.
Yeah, we've seen it a lot on that backhand down there on this stream rink. If you're under the line, it's okay. Obviously, if you're well under, it's not, but if you're slightly under, it's all good. But Dovey's got to play this on a tight line, which he's done. He's very, very close.
Sit the shot ball.
He will.
And stay, Alan Dove.
Same option and opportunity here for Shane. It's not quite as tight as what Dovey was. He's got less weight though. He's just about drawn this cold. He has. Well played. Dovey can just do the same thing. Weight was good. Just turn that Traralgon bowl past the jack though.
Cheryl Flapper just in the comments. We had a little conversation yesterday about miking up players.
Yep.
Whether that would be a good idea. We said some of them we might need the dump button pretty quickly. I won't say which ones. Might need
Why
the dump
not?
button for, but
Oh, come on. Close here, Brent Rayner. Just lucking a couple of feet. Oh, no, still down.
Nelly.
Still 1 to Traralgon.
Can you say it a little quicker next time, please?
Traralgon.
Thank you. Well, 12 shots apiece. We can't ask for too much more.
Who's out there in the pink today? Is that Frankston?
Yeah, it sure is. Often wear their pink shirts. The big dolphin on the back. Shark on the back. Is it a shark or a dolphin?
Well, they're known as the Dolphins.
Well, I'd say it's a dolphin
So
then.
it's probably a dolphin. The opposition are the Sharks.
It's a mean-looking dolphin, though. Dolphins couldn't be mean, but it's a mean-looking dolphin. It's got purpose.
Is it? Just looks like a dolphin to me.
You're a bloody dolphin. Anyway, back to action here. And Flapper still with a little bit of conjecture over what shot to play. Brent Reiner now has it locked in.
Forehand. Under the short bowl and just around that one on the line.
Got to get
Ideally-
under Stevie Shannon.
Ideally, he wanted, that's made it harder, because ideally he wanted the outside of his own and the inside of the bowl on the left, and that would have shunted his bowl in and turned the Traralgon bowl out. So I think that's the better split than the split on his and the shot bowl.
Wayne Lynch is on the trot after this one. He likes the area.
If he can
Drop in hard, though.
get to that Stevie Shannon bowl just there. Just went past.
And stands in front of the camera. Realises he's getting good, Wayne Lynch. He's getting good with these cameras.
It's still on. I just think Ant's got to play it a little quicker now. Thank you, Brendan. So they do wear their pink shirts for Pink Day.
Nice.
Oh no, change to the backhand. He's just looking, obviously, to turn that shot bowl onto the jack. Or draw the shot.
Try and get it back to Stevie Shannon's bowl. It's got a
Yeah.
hold at that line.
I think Matt needs to try and draw to that Steve Shannon bowl.
Chris Ferguson runs a little bit like Clive Adams, I reckon.
I missed it.
Well, we'll see if you
He's
can get it again.
Clive's a bit of a waddler, isn't he?
Oh, that's not very nice.
Duck waddle, isn't that?
They
isn't
do
it
call him
plucker. Yeah, isn't that where it comes from?
Hey, he's got a little run.
Yeah.
One of the best people you will ever meet, Clive Adams. Had the good fortune of working alongside him for a few years.
Nice. Very good on the commentary is Clive. I
Oh, I
enjoy
think
his
the
BPL
best.
commentary.
Yeah. The best.
Yeah.
A very good bowler too.
Yes. He's not allowed to play BPL anymore because his commentary's so good.
Yeah, correct. It's a good call too. They should write that into the conditions of play. So Matty Ferrari with the last bowl, this fifth end. What a drop. Here we go.
It's not an easy, not quite. It wasn't
Oh, it's
easy
dropped
to
too
count.
far. I think they'll be satisfied with the one.
Yep. Get the length back.
Swanee Wallage doing a fantastic job.
Loves it.
Could well be Volunteer of the Year.
Is he nominated?
No,
Oh,
but if he was, he could well be it.
okay.
Speaking of which, the Bowls Victoria Awards night coming up, 7th of May. Head on to the Bowls Vic website, grab yourself some tickets. We will crown the male and female bowler of the year, the under-18 boy and girl bowler of the year, a para bowler of the year, official of the year, volunteer of the year, coach of the year, and the Thunder and Lightning player of the year, not to mention the club of the year for clubs with next to no employees, i.e. volunteer-run clubs, and the club of the year with 4 or more employees, Troy Boy. That's an
Pretty
award
cool.
for
And
every category.
Is there anything, maybe an induction or?
Yeah, there's a couple of very special announcements and
That's
inductions,
very
including
cool.
4 new entrants into the Hall of Fame.
Very cool.
And then a special presentation on the evening too for another group, is all I'll say.
Perfect. Looking forward to it.
So get your tickets, head to bowlsvic.org.au. You can buy tables of 10 or individual tickets.
How much?
I think it's about $70 a head, which includes a 3-course meal, so not expensive at all. And the MC is the one and only Jack Heverin.
Mulgrave Country Club.
Mulgrave Country Club, yes.
So I'll give some scores. Yarraville Footscray 26, leading Birchip 11 after 17. Challenbar Golf 17, leading Wodonga 12 after 17. Moama 16, leading City Warrnambool 11 after 15. Kyneton 15, leading Paynesville 11 after 16. And Ocean Grove 18, leading the Frankston Pink Dolphins 6 after 15. Not a bad correction from Stevie Shannon.
Shane Chapman on the mat. Line's good, just needed another 1.5 yards, 2 yards away.
Couple of scores to Shep Golf boys on the rinks next door, a 2 and a 3. Now sees Shep Golf lead 17-13.
And Alan Dove now finding shot here. So holding a couple here as well, Troy Boy, just from 13 all. Shep Golf just finding another gear.
Shane's
He's going to have something to say
perfect
about
line
that,
here.
isn't he?
It's got to be close here.
The shot bowl, Shane Chapman, well
Playing
played.
well. Only a fairly newish bowler, Shane, I believe.
Well, he's doing very well for himself.
I had a conversation with him a little while ago on the phone, and I'm sure he was relatively new. But had lots of good ideas and was keen for Traralgon to progress. So he was good to talk to.
Traralgon not won this event before, but Shep Golf are a former winner, 2018-19 season.
Shep Golf are in the midweek too, aren't they?
Yes, I believe you're right. And speaking of midweek, Traralgon has won the midweek title back in 2008-9, the same year. Moonee Ponds won the weekend with T. Stafford somewhere among the votes.
No, we...
Oh, you weren't playing in it?
Yeah, I was, but I was playing for Yarra Glen.
Oh,
So
gotcha,
back
right.
then, two
Metro teams?
Yeah.
Hang
so
on a minute.
Well, back then,
Is
there
this
was...
just a rule that you brought in?
So we could go up, yeah. So back then, there was 8 country groups and 8 city groups.
Yep.
So the 8 country winners. And then if you brought 1 from the city, you'd have an odd number. So 2 from the city went. At one stage, the rules changed a few times as we see Brent Reiner draw. Very good shot, but unfortunately it's sitting jack high.
Yeah, right. I didn't know that.
Yeah, so at one point, the winner and the runner-up in Premier Division went up to state pennant.
Yep.
And one year, might have been Melbourne, were runner-up and they won it. And it kind of looked strange that the winner of state pennant didn't win their local pennant. So they went, all right, we'll change that and we'll take the winner of Division 1. So the winner of Premier League and the winner of Division 1 went up. And we beat everyone, but unfortunately we ran into Mooney Ponds and they rolled us. So we didn't make the...
Can't win them all, Troy boy.
Final. So we won 4 out of 5 games, which was a pretty good effort for...
Not bad for your little club.
For little Yarra Glen.
Little tennis court club. Ned Brown saying that Chappie has played for years.
Oh, okay. All right. I'll
have to eat some words on that one, Troy boy.
Happy to.
Speaking of eating things.
Yes.
Brent Reiner's eating jacks.
Munch, munch, munch.
Still a little bit of a gettable target, you might say.
It is, but, you know, it's easy to hang it wide there. And with that bowl on the line, it could just force him wider than he needs to be.
Matty Ferrari's bowls do turn a bit. That is the wider hand. So I'm tipping he'll be able to get back to it. Just a case of whether he can get it right in the middle and send it out to Michael Morgan's bowl at the back.
Slightly tighter coming back this way. We'll see. Bit of farming equipment coming past us.
Yeah, the Bowls Victoria's organised a parade of farming equipment, given we're up in the Moama area just for Champion of State Pennant, just to head past about now. So
that is their bowl that they've knocked up, and it
opens it up slightly. There we go, the passing parade of farming equipment. Beautifully done.
So Liam, yeah, I think I remember that.
Right on time too. There you go, the tractor in the background.
Beautiful.
Lovely.
Liam just indicating Glenira McKinnon won it when they won Division 1. I do recall they got a heap of players back there, Wilksy and the like, and they
more farming equipment, Troy. Come on, don't miss this. We've organised this especially for Champion of State Pennant.
Just brilliant.
Yeah, they got some players back at Glenira McKinnon, did they?
Yeah, Wilksy and Brad Martin and Dave Shortle and all that, and they were very, very strong. And yeah, I do recall them. Don't know. You've got it still going, haven't you? You could say find out what year that is.
Of course I can. I can do whatever you like. I'm basically the secretary.
If I had to guess, I'm going to
stop looking at my
phone. That would have been maybe 02, 03 or 03, 04.
Well, you're wrong on both. You're a mile away. It was 04, 05.
Damn.
All right, Matty Ferrari, his last bowl of this end. Ant Flapper still with 1 to come. It's got to be forehand draw, just about 6 foot away. Try and either get the jack through is the ultimate prize. If not, try and sit one of the Brent Reiner bowls.
It's wider than his first.
It is. It's a bit quicker too, though.
Might get down and get one. Oh, got the
Gets
jack.
The jack out.
Has it gone far enough? Well, we got a thumbs up from Lynch.
Wait for Swanee.
Lynchy.
It's certainly better than it was.
Definitely. Swanee will get in now that players still
One
one to Shep Golf.
Thought that might have been the case. The bowl of Brent Reiner's that sort of came with still the shot bowl.
Yes.
So Ant Flapper now with a chance to add another. Wayne Lynch always looks to be having a good time. Nice to see. A couple of shots picked up by Ferguson and Orr. And Flapper needs to, oh, well, he's brought up a
That's
Stevie
Dovey.
Shannon bowl, so it's
Stevie
done
Shannon,
the job.
sorry.
Don't know whether that was exactly what he was aiming for, but he did have a number of bowls there to promote. So I pick up a couple there. Ferguson picked up one, all picked up one, and Flapper picks up two. All of a sudden, we are 21-13.
It's a bit of a run
Well,
for
from
the Shep Golf boys.
13 all, Troy Boy. They picked up 8 on the trot. We're 18 of 45 ends through. All of a sudden, Goulburn Murray just breathing a little easier.
Andy Thompson, one of our regulars from Devon in the UK.
Morning to you, Andy.
It is morning there. It's 12:45.
12:45 in the AM. Pretty sure Andy's just stumbling home from the pub.
Janelle's having a crack at you, Tony.
Oh, sorry, Janelle. What did I do?
City boys getting excited over farming equipment.
Well, I'm from the bush, so I'm not a city boy.
I'm a city boy.
Yeah, you are.
Some say I'm not, though, because
You
they
look
say
like one.
they think Lily does the bush, but
Nice opening bowl
Very
from
good.
Stevie Shannon. We'll give some scores from around the grounds. Yarraville Footscray leading 33-11 over Birchip. Challumbar Golf leading 25-12 over the Wodonga. Moama Bowling Club 19-12 over City Warrnambool. Kyneton 16-14 over Paynesville and Ocean Grove. 26-6 over Funky Town Franger.
pretty good reply here from Michael Morgan. Only a foot short. Steve Shannon's going to draw another. Oh, he just opened it up, though. Unfortunate.
Can't believe I just got called a city boy. I'm offensive.
You've probably been in the city a while.
I was actually born in Echuca, believe it or not.
Were you?
Just over the river.
Ah. And then what, Benalla?
No, Cobram before that, a little bit further down the river.
Before you were born?
No, before Benalla.
Oh, before Benalla.
So Echuca, then Cobram, then Benalla, and then the shitty, unfortunately.
Yeah, right.
Can't win them all.
I lived for 18 months in the country.
You did.
Yarrawonga,
Yarrawonga.
Mulwala. Actually lived in Mulwala, but
Nice part of the world up there.
beautiful.
Regular spot for me. Fortunate to have a sister who lives up that way.
And I've got good friends up there.
Well, they were good friends until I tell them what you said about them.
Nice.
Shane Chapman on the mat.
Nice little shot on here. You want to get it before Shep Golf move it and don't give you the chance. He's just not. Yeah, that's disappointing. Not only did he not reach, he's blocked as well. And trying to work out, do I need to change this or do we leave it? I think he's going to leave it. We're keeping the same weight.
It's an interesting shot for Dovey. There's a little bit of traffic.
Doesn't want to
Gotta
turn
be
this
careful.
blue one. No, he's under that.
Yep. Why would he have not gone the other hand, Troy Boy?
Because Ant told him to stay there.
Why would Ant have told him not to play the other hand?
Probably just, I would say purely because he's played one there. I like the change. The only problem with the change is if you turn that bowl in, then it's not going to be pleasant. He's played this well unless he gets a hole.
Oh, stiff
My
is Shane Chapman.
Goodness.
Very stiff. Holes are made for bowls.
So that's the
Shane
only
Chapman
problem with
found it.
that forehand. If you're tight, you could give shot away. They're going to try and trail a jack now. Trail a jack or the inside of Michael Morgan's bowl.
Morning to you, Mary, watching BVTV from County Fife in Scotland. Of course, BVTV brought to you through the generous support of the Dandenong Club and Moama Bowling Club. Moama Bowling Club, the host of Champion Estate Pennant, which is where we are today.
Round 4. Top of the table, Traralgon up against second place, Shep Golf. Shep Golf needing to win to keep themselves in the hunt to make the final. Traralgon wanting to stay on top.
And these two skippers both sit first and second on the skippers table in this section as well. So we promised you a good match, and I think we've delivered so far, Troy Boy. We've done our job.
Yeah, correct. We always do.
Morning to you, Kathy. Nice to have you joining us. Good folk, country folk. Nothing against city folk. There's a few good ones there too.
Is there?
Few.
This is close.
Yeah, his bowls do go a little
Don't get
straighter
He's
than
got a
most.
piece of the jack.
Well, it's better.
That's
Jack's out in the
Dovies,
open.
though,
There's still a couple
unfortunately.
down, maybe more, but
Needed to gobble it. Morning to you, Kenny Argent from Alexandra Bowls Club.
morning, Kenny. So 3 shots signalled by a Swanee Wallage.
White's going to be pretty good here from Rhino. That's going to be the shot.
That'll be number 4.
Gives him a nice little guide and a bowl to beat now.
What time did we start this morning, Troy? It was 8:45. wasn't it? So we
8:45.
just ticked over an hour in this match. An hour and 6 minutes has elapsed of the 2.5-hour time limit. What are we? About 7 ends through, so almost halfway. So pretty much on track. Wayne Lynch did the damage with his first bowl, spat the jack out in the open, although still 4 down. But
He's played this backhand extremely well in this
He
match.
certainly has. He has
Drawn a
played
card.
very, very well. From 4 down to 1 up, Wayne Lynch. Nice bowling.
And he's in front of the jack rather than jack high. If he was sitting jack high, Ant would just run it out. Speaking of running it out, the head next door was so tight, and Diamonds McElwain has just killed it.
Yeah, it was a nice hit. He didn't play full-blooded weight, just enough weight to do the job, and did that, Diamonds McElwain.
I don't know if Anthony's going to clear this front one.
No, you find a little bit of front traffic the way of Michael Morgan's bowl.
Didn't really have enough weight anyway.
So just the draw on for Matty Ferrari. Does want to be a little bit careful. Ant Flapper can probably now see that bowl of Wayne Lynch. So Matty Ferrari doesn't really want to get too close. I know this sounds stupid, but actually doesn't want to get too close to this.
But he does need another bowl in the head.
He does. So even, third shot here is good.
Played this very well. Little flick off that and sitting behind. If he'd got more of that bowl, would have been perfect.
Just the draw, the option now for Ant Flapper. Oh, no.
He's going to get stuck again.
Doesn't want to roll that up too far. No, I don't think that makes a difference. Yeah, it's a good call from Wayne Lynch.
It's a very good call.
If you get the jack back about 3 feet.
5 shots. That'd bring them right back into this match on the big board if you could
Certainly
get this.
They are holding one. Opportunity here to make 5. They do swoop pretty hard.
Don't think it'll come enough. Just didn't have the weight.
No.
He's drawn it.
Well,
Take
it.
two.
Couple of shots that arrests an 8-shot run for Shep Golf. Crackers Keenan out in the ring. The green next door doing more pirouettes.
He loves it, Crackers.
21-15 the lead to Shepparton Golf. Wayne Long saying good morning to you, Troy boy. He's watching from Vietnam.
Good morning, Vietnam.
On the Facebook. Matty Riccardi also watching. Good morning to you. And Don Woolner saying great bowling by Wayne Lynch. Yeah, spot on.
And Joe
Donnie's been
Gigo's
very
watching from drizzling in Melbourne.
Oh, it's drizzling.
Oh, it's drizzling, not
Perfect
the place
sunshine.
drizzling.
Well, it could be a new suburb. It is expanding more quicker than you can poke a stick at. I tell you what, you want to find your way up here, Joe. Still another couple of days of competition. Of course, we'll have round 5 after this match and then the final. And then we switch to the midweek variety of Champion Estate Pennant. And I can tell you, there's beautiful sunshine. Just
can't see a cloud in the sky.
Can't see a cloud for the roof.
Well, 90% of the sky is covered by roof. But what we can see, there's no clouds.
Beautiful Tiftdorf grass greens out the back that are just playing an absolute picture. Speaking of playing a picture, Stevie Shannon.
Perfect
Lovely
start.
Opening bowl of this 8th end.
Paul Clear tuning in from Albury Airport. Heading up to represent the Vic RSL team. Good on you, Paul.
Nice. Where are they playing at, please, Paul?
Tweed Heads.
Ah, yes. I've heard of it. Looks like we're about to be subbed out in commentary too, Troy boy.
We are. We've got one more end in us, and that'll be enough. We can't do any more.
Oh, Stevie Shannon just promoting the Oppo bowl. Give himself a bit of a kick for that one.
They are down now, courtesy of Swanee.
No change for Alan Dove. Touch shy.
These 2 seconds have had a really good battle. Front ends have both had a pretty good battle. I'd probably say the difference at the moment is Wayne Lynch.
Yeah, he's been spectacular.
He's been the best of the players, I think. Dovey just running past there.
Some other scores from around the grounds, courtesy of the Junction Restaurant here at Moama Bowling Club. Ocean Grove, 27-10 over Frankston. They played 22 ends. Kyneton, 19-17 over Paynesville, 23 ends there. City Warrnambool trailing Moama, 17-23 after 23 ends. And Challambara Golf leading Wodonga, 29-17 after 27. There's Wayne Lynch's bowl that seems to have some form of tracking capability in it. Comes into play. Just overcooked that one slightly. Not a bad home. And their final match, to give you a score update on, is Yarraville Footscray leading 41-15 over Birchip from 25 ends gone there. 45 end matches, 3 rinks of 15 ends.
Or 2.5 hour time limit.
Whichever comes first.
If you're Matty Robertson, time limit comes first.
He came in and had a go at me last night.
He did.
And he said, it's not fair. You called me a midget one night on the stream. And I said, no, I didn't. And then I remembered he's right, I did. He was standing next to 3 guys who were 6'4", Mitchy side bottom, Dave Dawes and Brent Ryan or someone might have been.
No, it wasn't. It was Mark Ryan, I think.
Mark Ryan, that's right, it was too. And I said, Robbo looks like a midget next to those 3. Of course, he laughed about it.
Beautiful weight from Lynchy.
Yeah, remains best on ground so far. I know he doesn't add to the count with those 2, but they're in pretty good homes. Bit of work for Brent Reiner here. It's not a bad track.
Yeah, he's tighter than his first. Looking to get down to that shot bowl. It's at 2 o'clock. Track was good. Another foot or 2 would have been perfect. Would have turned the edge of that and made a couple.
(21-16), 20 of the 45 ends gone. It's a good track, Troy Boy. This is where they come from.
Just a touch quick.
Touch quick.
Won't be too disappointed with home.
Looks like Chris Ferguson
There's
picks up
2.
another couple of shots on the rink next door. Leading 7-2, that'll get out to 9-2. That's against Diamonds McElwain. And Flappers bowls turn quite a bit, so that one's not going to change too much. Touch short for steam as well. Wayne Lynch just telling Matty Ferrari to lose 4 feet. It's going to be hard. He's only got 2 of them.
Oh boy.
Oh boy, is that
It's
not what he
definitely
meant?
time for you to tap out.
Yeah. Tell you what, if you
this
sit
bowl.
Stevie Shannon, I don't know whether he's just followed on a touch too far.
Yeah.
The Brent
so.
Reiner bowl might still be second shot, but we'll get confirmation from Swanee Wall-Edge.
1.
One it is.
This one won't change anything.
No change there, and that'll be a single to the Traralgon boys. They now lead 9-5 after 8 ends, and the overall score 23-17. And that'll be it for me. JT's going to sub in for me. Thanks, Troy.
Thank you, Tone. Ian, the name came from his partner yesterday, calling him Diamonds on the stream. I think courtesy of a diamond earring, and that's where it came from, and we've just run with it. So Traralgon winning the end on the far rink, and I think it was just a 1. Wait for confirmation as that all goes to alter the scoreboard, and 1 it was. Morning, Joshua. How are you?
Morning, Cartman. How you going, buddy?
Good, mate. Good. It's was nip and tuck, and then the Shep Golf boys had a run of 5 ends in a row where they scored, what was it, 5, 7, 8, 9 shots, and that's sort of been the difference in the match.
Yeah, and I've noticed, I reckon Traralgon's last couple ends have been not bad. They're getting back into the game.
They're pegging it back, yeah, that's
it's only
right.
5, so
It
it's
got
not,
to 21-13.
Yeah, it's definitely plenty of time to go. I think I'd argue the difference has been the Ferguson, Diamonds McElwain rink. You know, the last 3 or 4 ends by Chris Ferguson's rink's been fantastic, and they've had good heads and playing pretty good bowls.
Well, they need to, because they know if they don't win this game, their campaign is over in terms of making the final.
Who are we talking about?
Shep Golf.
Ah, I thought we were talking about Traralgon.
No, you were talking about Chris Ferguson's rink
no, you're spot on.
in the last few ends.
Yeah. No, you're right. If Shep Golf lose this, that's it, done.
Whereas Traralgon, we're saying if they lose, and look, Yarraville's 43-16 up, so they're probably going to win.
We'll have 3 teams that'll be all 3-1 heading into the last game.
If Shep Golf wins this one, there'll be 3 teams with 3-1. It'll be a very, very exciting finish. And the other section...
still shaping like it's going to be that match between Moama and Ocean Grove.
Yeah, being 4 wins each, so all to play for.
Mm-hmm. Another cracking day, Troy. I've been floating around. I went down the back. Bit more breeze today. A fraction cooler, but it's just still good, you know. So
straight down the green too. So across the green here, but straight down the green from for the grass greens playing. They're playing north-south, whereas we're playing east-west here.
I beg to differ. I reckon this way's north to south and that way's east-west.
No.
Yes, it is.
Why?
I live west of Moama and I live that way, across the green.
Hang on, where's Melbourne?
That way.
No.
Yes, it is. You got your bearings all wrong.
No, I don't think so.
Mate, I guarantee it.
Where's the sun? The sun comes straight through here in the afternoon on the left.
Over there, to the west.
No, I won't have it.
No, this is north.
Anyway, back to action. Thank you, Josh.
Nah.
Stream guy Josh.
Where's me compass? Well, I'd argue we're both right based off that.
It's kind of diagonal, isn't it? While we're doing that, Dovey drew the shot.
Great bowl, Dovey.
He drew that in a southeasterly direction.
An iPhone is a brilliant device. It can do anything.
It's
live scoring.
We could say it's settled an argument, but it's kind of put us at a nil or draw.
I think we're nil or draw
we'll
for sure.
Take that.
Yeah. I'm still thinking I'm all right based off that.
Oh, what, 2 degrees?
Yeah.
Oh, please. Wayne Lynch has been best on in this game, and particularly this backhand going this way, he's been outstanding. As we see again, a little stiff, but played it very, very well.
Yeah, I'm all right because it's
here
only
we
40
go.
degrees more east, so if it's more north than what it is east. I'm right.
It's a 0-0 draw.
Give him some love here. Nick Boyd says I'm right. Hey,
Oh, someone's got to love you, mate.
Not even my wife does. I'm never home.
Well, that's... Well, I thought she'd love that part of it. You've got Nick.
Good mate of mine, Nick.
It's been Wayne Lynch's hand. He's played it so well. It's close again, Josh.
Yeah.
If he could use his own and get the bowl, it didn't even need to use his own. What a great shot.
Great bowl.
There's no love there.
It's 4. No, I would have been a little bit
I'm
more up and about.
disappointed
With, you know.
with his teammates for that, because that's an outstanding bowl. He's made 4 out of that. Get up and about. As Dr. Phil says, get excited about your life.
The rain is just tight. I reckon Vinny, or Diamonds McElwain, as he's now known as, has actually picked up a number here.
Mitch, you'd be right. There would be a fair bit of Premier League experience in this golf rink. All 4 of them would have played plenty of Premier Division bowls. Did you see how many it was, Josh?
I'll tell you by the scoreboard in a second.
1, 2, 3. Still pressing buttons.
4.
It's a good score.
All right, I think you're tagging out, Troy.
I'm just going to update this score on the rink next door.
Oh, sorry, my bad. I thought
And
the
we'll
end was
finish
finished. I was
this
losing
end.
the next end,
No.
my bad.
That's not the stream rink. This
No,
one
yes,
between
you're
Anthony
right.
Flapper and Matt Ferrari. That's the one we're streaming.
Very good call, that. I think that's going to force Ian to the forehand now.
Yeah, that bowl's right in his way.
He might have had a draw before that. Now he might actually play weight, I reckon.
So back to 1 the difference here, Joshy.
It's very close. He's just going big.
Gets 2 of them out.
2.
First end, I don't know if you saw the first end.
Oh, no, I did, yeah.
Yeah, when that's last bowl, he was 6 down, and he drove 5 of them out.
Look how high that bowl got off the green then.
Yeah, even the one that's going sideways is hopping.
He might go again here, like, if Matty doesn't change that, because those 2 bowls kind of could get both out and or jack over the back. Brad all picked up 2 over on that rink, Troy, if you haven't added the score yet on that one.
Haven't done that one, thank you. I was too engrossed in this one. He lands that one. Oh, didn't get it solid. Well, whatever he elects to do, he won't take long to do it.
I reckon he goes again.
Yep. Bit off line with that one.
2.
That'll be a couple. So only 1 the difference. And with that, I'm out of here.
Thank you, Troy.
Thank you, Josh. And we'll bring in Samuel.
Samuel. Morning, Barbara, on Facebook. Has the game been shortened to 15 ends? Was this the normal format? Now, this is the normal format for state pennant. We only play 15 ends for state pennant. There's Michael Morgan, bowls his first this end. Sam.
Did someone steal some hens like Matt's overnight from the streaming desk?
Don't know, Sam. It doesn't matter, does it?
Probably not. What's the story?
It's ebbed and flowed. Strzelecki started well. Goldmurray overtook him, got to maybe 8 or 9 in front, and now Strzelecki's rolling back with a bit of momentum. And this rink's probably the key part of why Strzelecki's in the game. Currently 11-5 up. Big game in the schemes of things, Sammy.
Huge, isn't it?
Shep Golf lose, they're done.
It's more that if Traralgon win, it's in their own hands going into the last round and
Who did they play
potentially
last round?
have it wrapped up. Round 5
I don't reckon they're
against Shallenbar
I was
Golf.
going to say, that's not an easy game, though, despite
not.
the results. But you're just right. If they do
Shallenbar
win
have turned it on 42-21 against Wodonga.
Yeah, I know. What's the other score, Sam? As Stevie Shannon comes down here.
17-4. I reckon that's Chrissy Young's ring, team 3.
He put a wrong bias down on a drive before. He let it go, goes, wrong bias.
Really?
He was that filthy with himself.
You're more interested probably in the other section with the overall Footscray ahead and Shallenbar. That's probably the other 2 important games in this one. Moama 16 ahead of City Warrnambool and Ocean Grove 14 ahead of Frankston.
So
game
it's
in that
setting up
section
for the
points ahead.
juicy game 5. Good question there from Cam McClarty. Will they play last game with Nonga if they're both no wins? Tane's finally got his egg and bacon roll.
Does that matter?
It does. Yeah. Shane Chapman here. He's drawn one before, looking to add.
How's old AD been?
Yeah, I reckon in the middle part of the match he was playing some good bowls. Last couple of ends, not as many, but I'm sure the wily veteran he is, he'll get back into this game. Just misses on the high side.
Having a good go. Fair bit of wind outside, JT. Is it affecting the stream rink at all under here?
I don't believe so. Wayne Lynch has played some telling bowls, Sam.
Just doesn't want to slice it. Goes with it.
One.
Yeah, he just has to get to Dovies and fall back. What happened to his surf and skis?
Yeah, no, I don't know where these come from. Oh,
What's that?
that's Stevie Shannon's bowl.
Oh, it is too.
Yeah, well, they'll probably take anything they can at the moment.
Fergie time on the run next door.
Lollipop stick and
yeah,
all.
half interested. Now they're not.
Ooh, he didn't want to turn that
almost
over
turned it
once.
a full roll.
reckon Brent is on the tight side. Probably his weight hurt him too.
Throw it. It's sort of there for Matty to play as well in terms of trying to sit the ball through and take that angle away.
He gets it first and gets it around
falls
the corner.
on the jack.
It'd be hard for Ant to get shot then. He's not far away here, Sammy. He might do the trick.
It's a ball
Then
first
bang,
and then the jack.
bang,
Matty Ferrari, well played, son.
It's got to be 3.
And takes anything to sit. And does Ant have anything up the front to work with?
No.
That's what he's looking at. He's not even contemplating drawing it, I don't think. There are a lot of gaps in between all those bowls as well. Got to get something real good.
Can have to play a good draw shot. It's either a dead draw or run and hope you just rumble and get a few things moving and out of the way. I reckon he's going
He
to
won't
run.
draw it. Get some stuff out of the way. Close here. Bang, bang.
Oh,
Oh, what's happened there?
he's opened it up.
Raiders has bounced over the shot bowls, I reckon. Watch this. Gonna bounce onto the blue. No, it did bounce. Oh, bit happening.
Back to 1, maybe 2. But
clears
he's got
himself a
access
path
to it. Yeah,
draw it, but it's still not a lot to work with, is there?
last thing Matty wants to do is sit one jack high the other
I think
side.
Matty will play the same shot on the back end here. How's he looking?
He's going to sit that bowl for 3. I think it makes Ant place forehand swing. What do you reckon?
Yeah, but he's got to get the jack because the bowl clean is still going to be 2.
Yeah. No, well, obviously he wants a jack.
He's got to get the jack and then go with it. If he does, it's just going to be for 1.
Going big again, Sam.
Nope.
3.
Momentum. It's a lie. Birds are 3. Pennant's played on your stream rink and suddenly up to 14-5. Traralgon in front. The 2 to Vinnie McAway and the 1 to James Scullen, and they're in front, JT, and it's a 5-shot margin now as well, approaching the final third.
Yeah, the momentum has swung significantly the last half hour.
Traralgon, the only team with 3 wins from 3 in Section 1. Shep Golf sits second with 2 wins and a loss. Yarraville and Shallumbar, the other 2 teams in this section with 2 wins, both of them are well up in their game. So, as you mentioned, JT, a loss to Shep Golf here, and they are out. final round, Shep Golf to play Yarraville. Shep Golf to play against Traralgon. Love when he gets down to this sort of stage. Lots of moving parts to it.
Yes.
But Traralgon, if they're able to kick on here and win, it's in their hands going into the final round later on this morning. At 11:30 start.
Where is everybody playing this afternoon, Sam?
Oh, I have the ring numbers.
Ooh. This is for...
Stand by.
Because we're obviously doing Moama and Ocean Grove, which will be a cracking match.
And we go over to section 2 where the Steamers and Ocean Grove look like there'll be 4 wins each going into the final round.
Yeah.
In section 1, Shep Golf will be playing Yarraville on 13, 14, 15, which is
grass.
Great grass, the first grass.
Yep.
Was that grade 3?
Yep.
And Shallabah and Traralgon move to 1, 2, 3. What other games? Obviously, section 2, the stream game is on. Can we say who we're streaming? In terms of the stream rink? Or stand by?
We haven't said it, but I know who it is. It's Cameron Keenan versus Tyson Cromie, is it not?
It is.
Just sort of double check. Shane Chapman's coming down here. It's probably a good miss that. He probably didn't want to touch that. The head's looking actually really nice for Traralgon at the moment, Sammy. With all the momentum, they got one of the moments right behind the jack. Wayne Lynch will be looking at another without building a target. Nearly fell over on the mat then, I reckon. Just slides through. Ball here from Brent Rayner. Ooh. It's a good close second for Shep Golf. And see whether Wayne changes or opts to stay on his backhand. Has gone to the forehand now. Probably looking to hit that last bowl of Brett Rayner's. Another good speed bowl from Brett Rayner there. Just a fraction tight. I said, the last thing Matty Ferrari wants to do is give Shep Golf a chance of getting a number. Got a good one, but I think they need another one roundabouts. As Mick Morgan keeps leaning over and getting in the way of the camera, but as you can see, Matty, perfect weight, just a fraction wide. I reckon there's enough bowl that Ant could see. He could just arrive on his forehand and tip the shot bowl out a couple times. Don't think he's getting down. Well, unless he's using the old wick. Oh.
Get it.
Oh.
Who said that?
He wouldn't have taken that, would he?
Yeah. I'd have given a little fist pump as well.
He's trying to obviously just get the shot bowl out without touching the jack, and he could make 3 or 4. Oh, it's going to be hard. Yeah, over in the Jimmy Scullin rink, he's just picked up another 2, Sam. That match is closed up. All right, Matty's a bit tighter. Gets that into the head, though. No. Still reckon there's a chance here? Just try and get the edge of the bowl. You'd get next 3, 4, maybe.
Such a hard shot.
I know, without the jack, it's hard. But to me, it's a shot you've got to play to try and get something going. Will it hang enough? One. Tessa's lucky. Score's now 15-5. Got to update those scores there, Sam. That's your job.
Well, you're telling me Scully's picking up 2s when he's picking up 4s, so that's not helping.
Well, I saw 2 fingers go, so maybe it was 2 ends in a row or something. I don't know. Did you check the live score, though?
Just to make sure that was matched up in the scoreboard. He was all correct and all the same.
Whatever, Sam.
Whatever, that's not the attitude to have, Josh.
Well,
It's now 35-26 to Traralgon. Gee, there's been some runs of momentum in some of these games. What is it? 22-5 run since N7 across all the rinks.
yep. Huge swing.
Oh boy.
Now, I'd argue they're nearly just going to start winning every ring from here onwards. Like, that's how drastic it is.
Only 13 ends to play.
Gut check time.
Moama 39, City Warrnambool 22. And Ocean Grove 32, Frankston 23. Still hanging in there, but finding it hard to put any real score on the board. Yeah, the game's really all important in this section. Yarraville well ahead and Shallumbar 44, Wodonga 29. Yes?
I was about to say, if we stop the matches now, EG, with the margins that both Yarraville, Footscray and Traralgon have, what is the shot difference going into that last game potentially?
So Traralgon a plus 54, add on an extra 9 is plus 63.
Yep.
And Yarraville currently plus 39. Plus 37.
Yeah, so that's 70 odd.
71.
So they'd be in front.
Just.
So a Yarraville Footscray win and a Traralgon loss would actually make them
enough.
switch. Yep. At this stage, unless shots change a bit over the last few ends.
Still 10 or so ends to go in both games. Don't be very close, even a little touch down the line would have been good. Still a good spot. Probably haven't watched enough of the game to actually know, JT, but it seems like they've been thereabouts. Traralgon have responded every time.
I just think they've been better at
And again,
in the
here.
bits I've seen
And that's fell back.
in all positions. They're the ones doing the better job. Yeah. They're just handling the green better.
Oh, stop laughing to yourself. All right, what are we looking for? Traralgon holding a really good one.
Yeah.
Danger's pretty obvious. All the catches are Shep Golf.
Mickey Clark says on Facebook, those digital scoreboards look elite. I
Do
agree.
they? Well, I reckon they're coming through
we-
good. You can see them behind when we flick to the 45.
We did have a little malfunction earlier this morning you weren't aware of. I had to go into Stewie and get him to reset it.
That did happen yesterday. I don't know why. Apparently they cut it every now and then.
Yeah, I reckon it was 6
They
that was
just go
causing the
back
most
to
issues.
0-0 or something?
No, they
No?
kept going and throwing up instead of where it says GM Strez.
Yeah.
It was saying Moama and away, and then it was getting rid of some of the scores too. It was doing some
okay.
weird things. Anyway, technology, these things happen.
Change of the head here. And now allowed to rain in a player shot. Doesn't want to turn this up. Oh, and falls back down to the line. So they're plenty down all the way through. Is this one, JT, where you try and play the shot first to try and trail the jack and go with it?
Yeah, like a good one's probably better than the way it's shaped, isn't it? Like you don't expect.
And saying that, if Scars gets popped out, they probably hold for themselves.
I just can't imagine one of Rayner's last bowl and or Ant, the
Not
head
changing
staying the
that
way
is
it is.
too much happening.
Yeah. Looks, I know it's easy for me. Just looks too easy to get. Good coverage. There's always a couple of different approaches at times. You can often get down the back or change a shot. See, I don't think that's getting back, Sammy. Still think you get to first, move it 6 inches.
Fergie time! Nope. I've seen that more often than not. People get up and about like they're going to play the world's greatest shot.
And it's not
and
that
go
good.
one down. Matty's got to be aware he's going to go and change that first.
You'd think so, because they got the back bowl. As I said, I think if he moved it, even if he moved it a fraction too far, it still held 1. It's better than where it's sitting. So if Van could get the jack down the line, he might make 3 or 4. That's why it's got to change first. He's done a pretty good job.
Still go with it if he's getting the jack. That works as well. It's going to fall down.
That's pretty darn good.
About as good as he could have done, I reckon.
That is a pretty good bowl. As Padlar, Swanee Wallage indicates 3 shots.
You know who that was walking past, don't you?
What?
Walking past the back of the rig.
No. Some people moving.
What's Matty do now? A really good 3, wasn't it? That's what he said.
Is there any real danger trying to draw another one and even make it harder? And if you happen to drop short, you might, again, get in the way. They got the backer, so they don't need to worry about that. Doesn't do anything. I reckon that was kind of the intent to try and get it in the way.
It's close up.
Oh, yeah. Oh. Far out. When it's not your day, it's not your day. If it hung back to where it first popped down, they would have had a heat.
Real good.
Yeah. And then it just kept going forward.
How does it stay in, let alone go forward? Strange sport sometimes.
Yes, it is.
Top end's played, another end the way of Traralgon. And there's one more to go on the board somewhere, is there, JT? Well, 2 more to Vinnie McElwain. That's 10 apiece now.
Yeah. Big shout out to our streaming partners, obviously Moama Bowling Club, where we are at the moment, hosting this event.
May Carnival.
Ooh, the big
I'm
May
playing
Carnival.
George Lynch Fours.
Are you?
And then coming, where am I going after that?
You're going to
Club Arab.
To the 16 over carnival, thank you. Also the novice carnival's upcoming, not far away at all, in the greater city of Shepparton.
Good to have some clubs on board, it'll be good.
Yeah, not all, but some. Bit disappointing, that. And our other streaming partner, the Dandenong Club.
Speaking of which, what's Rob Wilson doing here?
Was it Rob Wilson? I thought there was someone else from Dandenong. I saw someone else with the Dandenong thing.
Yeah, I thought that was Rob Wilson.
No, it wasn't Rob Wilson.
Definitely wasn't?
Different guy from Dandenong, but I just couldn't tell you. Wasn't Rob Wilson.
Okay.
Yeah, well, just some people like lawn bowls, Sam, and they like watching it. People will travel. Some love for Mel Haggerty saying, keep it going, Traralgon, and Deb Hallam, who I know quite well.
There's that, what you were talking about before.
What did it
On
flicker?
week 1. Is that what you mean?
Yeah.
Yeah, that happened yesterday. And I'm not sure why.
So it was doing it,
But along here,
but Rick Six is doing it earlier.
on the rink scoreboard down here, it's all good.
Yeah.
Golf holding a couple here, Chappie in the area. Hanging wide. Fairly good attempt, good pace for it. All right, so Taviard's another one in, and Golf holding at least 2.
Yeah.
To be 3.
If I'm a better man, Wayne Lynch will get this. Just looks cherry ripe for him. The way he's been playing too.
Come out. It wasn't a great release. Trying to hold on.
The old commentator's curse, was it?
Looked a mile under out there.
Did look at mile under there.
Go again.
It's definitely in a high line.
Yeah, he's got the bowls to work off on the high line,
Now
JT.
he's...
Oh, wow.
I've definitely jinxed him.
Wow. Ten ends to play. Golf need to win the overall to keep their chances of winning the section alive, and they need to pick up a number right now. They do hold 3. Still looks too big of a target for Matt Ferrari to miss twice, though, doesn't it?
Well, he hasn't lost a game yet as skipper this weekend.
I'd like to see him play a bit firmer, though.
Yeah, I think the in-between weight sometimes is not a good weight on this green.
Talked about this yesterday, mate. Making an easy sport very hard by playing the tough weight. Just get into it.
A bit like you're driving at State Champs Week.
Shut up.
Matty Ferrari just makes it look easy, Seb.
Bang,
He just
bang.
makes it look easy.
Yeah, and
Oh,
gets, I was going to say he got 2 out.
No, he only got
Definitely
one out. Yeah, I've seen
Back
some
to
of your.
one.
I've seen some of your attempts.
All right, that's enough.
Ant, try and trail first. Take the shot away.
Yeah, just draw a shot. Last 4 shots have been drives. It's not an awful weight control.
That's pretty good.
Just gone through.
I reckon Vinny's holding 3 or 4 over there in that head semi. The rink next door.
We've got a good vibe going, Traralgon, this weekend. I'm liking what I'm seeing.
I am impressed. We've had a special comment there too. Sammy.
You get timed out. He doesn't want to be timed out.
The great.
This time he doesn't have a second device to watch it on. And I know he doesn't.
The great Tim Rogers has chimed in and said that.
Last time he had it hooked up on the telly was commenting from the iPad. We gave him a timeout. The timeout was just on the iPad, but let him watch on the telly.
Just
this time he's not at home. Big timeout needed.
You are petty. As soon as someone says something you don't like, you just block them.
Yeah, because I got in trouble for not blocking someone.
You can't block your dad.
Oh, okay. All right. What's happening back here? Anthony still holding. Takes his time on the mat.
It's not the worst
on a
trajectory.
Nice angle again.
It's just the speed now. It's 2.
Oh, yeah, I don't think it is.
Got to also add another 4 to Vinny on the rink next door.
Yep. What is 2?
Told you it was 2.
You told me it was 1 before. What are they doing with the mat? Just try something, surely. Try a pit to pit and see what happens.
Brad all got 2 over there. Don't know whether that's significant or not. It's 14 the diff, 7 to play. 2 an end.
Yeah, sorry, it's meant to be a 2.
Can't, mate.
13 the diff.
Get it right. Oh, hang on, I sound like Pudge.
Oh, you want to be a part of that exhibition match, do you, as well?
Nope.
All right, a couple other scores just to refresh. So Yarraville extending their lead, making sure they they've got to try and get as many shots up as they can. Don't they? They're doing that. Shellambah Golf home 48-30 over Wodonga. Moama have kicked on. Will win against City Memorial. And Ocean Grove have sort of held this 10-shot lead the whole time against Frankston. 38-27. Still 7 ends to go. Those two coming up next. We saw this find a few teams out early in the day. Early in the day. Yesterday's what I meant. Certainly the first game of the day. Oh dear.
Oh dear. Nick Morgan, he's actually played quite well.
Drawn after some commentators who know the game. Well, we've got a few guest commentators lined up for the final sectional game of the day, Pell. So stand by. That's our time for Josh and I. Happy days.
Yeah,
For the viewers.
we
don't mind.
We'll go. I don't care.
I'd rather keep an eye on what's happening in this section anyway. There'll be 3 teams that can win it in the final round. In fact, I think there's probably 2. I don't think that
In this section.
Shallumbar are going to... Shallumbar won't have the shots up.
What are they on?
So they're 3 wins and plus 33. Traralgon going to go with 4 wins and plus roughly 60.
But if Shallumbar...
Yarraville are going to go to 3 wins and plus...
Isn't Shallumbar playing in those? So technically they
80
could
odd.
overtake it, but that's still...
Yeah,
What,
that's
but,
still
but what
means
if,
that,
what
yeah.
if Shep Golf beats Yarraville Footscray then? You didn't consider that, did you?
No, I didn't, but... Yarraville's still going to have a... Well,
Whatever Shallumbar beats Traralgon by, using that hypothetical, they're going to halve the margin every time.
going to
Because
have to be
15
by a
shots.
lot. By a bit. Chances here if he gets a jack.
Good bowl.
Has it been that good, has it? Fergo's just yelled out, welcome Rainer on the rink next door. Even Rainer's pointing to his watch.
Yeah, he probably hasn't been as good as he'd like.
He was telling me the other day he didn't have as good a season as he liked as well, but we did see him playing the triples up at State Champs Week, and I thought he was pretty handy.
He did play good that match.
Just went down to Kobe.
Wayne Lynch looks close here, Sam.
Pretty fair. See if he can do it again. Wayne Lynch just can't pick it up at the moment. Oh, he's got stuck on some of the outside bowls. Checking the pace was all right. 13 down after 38 of 45. What's happening on the other two rinks? JT, any idea? Both the skips are...
I think Traralgon's holding on both rinks.
Trying to send the jack outside, close. Oh.
Another end here also for Traralgon, and I argue this game is done, Sam.
Yeah,
It's close to it anyway,
here.
but...
Matty needs to miss this. I actually don't think he would have been any much closer on the run of the last time. So there's nothing past. I actually think it's all bad if he gets... He has to kill it.
I think that's what he's looking at.
It's hard to kill.
You know, like, yeah. You'd have to edge the jack fine and no bowl. Gets the bowl. It's probably going into the ditch and staying in the ditch.
If he gets the bowl without the jack, the bowl's taking Rayner out and it is game over.
No, I think he can get it fine without touching Rayner's bowl.
Looking at anything on the forehand to get to it. Whether he can use one of those and get back down to it to kill it or...
No, I don't believe so.
Open it up. Chance.
Oh.
It almost did on the way through, didn't it?
It was
it
so
almost
close.
Got a piece of it. Yeah. Probably thought for half a second it was.
I think that was all tongue-in-cheek.
Yes.
Well, Matty's got, what, a lot of room to draw another one here.
Well done. Makes it 2 and makes it pretty certain that Traralgon are going to go into the final round, JT. 4-0. Who picked that in this section?
No, but they've been the standout team. There's no doubt about it.
And the 2 to Scully as well, so it's 48-30. This will be the last end on this rink, and that'll wrap things up. And then we'll get set for the final game in Section 2. Moama home, just double checking that Ocean Grove score. 41-30 against Frankston with 3 to play, so both be 4-0. Heading into the last game of sectional play here. And the 2 sectional winners to face off in the final later on this afternoon, kicking off around 2:30 p.m. This is only my second time doing this event, but it feels like any of the 4 teams that can potentially make the final or in like an even chance of winning it.
Yeah.
It feels really open.
I totally
Hard
agree.
to pick.
Bowlers, this is your 10-minute warning. You have 10 minutes to complete your match.
2 scoreboards over on 1 and 3 are playing up again over there. We know that the oval Footscray is well up.
This is certainly the best camera work we've had all day so far. No, it's not me controlling it. How many times has that happened on the ring next door?
Yeah.
A few?
Couple times.
Couple times. Let's go holding here. See if Dubby can add another one in. Look off the front bowl of Morgan's. Striking on the high side.
Good speed.
It's actually a pretty good shot. Turns the roll, makes it better for them. Still anything past apart from the left hand. What's that chap? He's down the left. Jack down the line, make a cheeky 3.
Yeah. Still not sure it's going to change too much.
No, I just trying to call it the way I say it.
Yeah. It's the way you would play it if you thought the game was on the line.
And not there. Would Swanee and Ant have ever played bowls with or against each other?
Swanee and Ant? Don't think so.
No Sunbury Essendon crossover at any point there?
Oh, maybe. How long's Swanee been in Moama for now?
Oh, good question.
Wayne Lynch. All day. Oh,
Went with it.
And again.
Went with it. He's been the best on just about.
Well, that was the feedback I had coming into the commentary box, and still continued. Another 2 to Vinnie McElwain's score there, Sammy. What are you backing here? Draw shot?
Stood out. Top off a very impressive 15 ends of bowls by this man. Just needs to stop. Not quite.
Careless for him.
Needs to lift going into the final round. Ocean Grove got it wrapped up.
It's 10 with 2 to play. Brian Mansbridge asked a question. Diamonds had to make a choice.
Well,
No,
no,
he
in a
actually
couple
didn't.
hours' time.
He didn't
He
actually
had
make.
no
He
choice
didn't.
at all.
He had no choice in all the decision. The rules quite simply state is that if your primary club is at State Pennant and your permit club is at State Pennant, you have to play for your primary club. Good ball there from Matty Ferrari.
Did enough for one.
It was even quicker than normal then.
I don't understand how you can be that fast on the mat and know where you're throwing the ball.
But there's a few that do
Do you
it.
even aim? Like, what do you even look at? Name it.
Yeah. I take a little bit more time. All right, there's only another bowl to come, Sammy, and we can close it down early. Because this game is over.
Chance of getting the ball out here.
And that'll be it.
Shake hands time.
Shake hands time.
Or do we put it down as 1-2 golf?
They'll probably measure, won't they?
They will let them work it out either way. It'll be a win to Traralgon in this round 4 game. They'll go into the final round 4 and zip. They take on Shellambah Golf. Yarraville, the only team that can catch them. They play Shep Golf in the last round. Our stream game will be over in Section 2. We're looking forward to this one, JT. Ocean Grove and Moama, both sides undefeated. The winner to play in the final later on this afternoon. We'll be back on air around 11:30 a.m. We'll see you then.
See you, boys.